Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another late night here on the East Coast. How y'all doing? Hopefully pretty good. I always get worried that we're not going to get audio, but we wouldn't anyway. So, last night I was having a little bit of a chitter-chatter. Okay, oh yeah, we got audio. Oh, there she is. Oh, baby. Last night I was having a little chit-chat with Zelphus, and, did a little bit of off-screen grinding, as it were. I literally just went into the dungeon. I found somewhere between like 3 and 4, like going between those two staircases, gave me a lot more experience and was fairly safe. I ventured a little bit into the fifth, but it's just I started taking a shitload of damage. Then I popped out and I got our stats up a little bit here. The most important ones, of course, being strength, agility, stamina. The wisdom we ground up before. Got our int up a little, but that wasn't really on purpose. That was more I was using it to grind up my agility, going very fast. Strength I couldn't be asked getting the last 3 points because you have to do quests for kings. But yeah, no, I spent about half hour, 45 minutes. So it didn't take too long, but it was one of those things. I really wanted to beat this tonight, and I wasn't sure how long the grinding would take because Ultima shouldn't take that long once you know what you're doing, but occasionally, as we found out yesterday, you'll get the odd death, and that resets pretty much all your progress. Kind of pain in the ass. Sorry, just sipping some water there. So, and hey, Mr. Board and Rudy, how y'all doing? So what were we doing now? Yes. Well, we haven't killed the Balron yet, so let's go ahead and do that. I actually need to buy some ladder down spells for that, I think. Ladder up. Yeah, we need a shitload of ladder downs. So, let's go ahead and start looking for those. I feel like this is a ladder up place. Oh, God. Whoa. This is sort of a... Can you even get to this magic shop? Oh, yeah, I think so. Hang on. What the fuck? This better have some pretty good spells here, actually. It's a literal maze to get to the thing. Of course, knowing my luck, it's gonna be nothing. Hi, what do you have? Well, yeah, you have actually nothing. But, you do have ladder down, so... I wonder if this is a place that would sell the kill spell. If we could use it. Which we can't, because we're a wizard. Magician's a magical dick, yeah. Ho ho ho, you don't have the blink spell? You can't just magic your way over here? He's probably not even a real wizard. He just built a secret door or something like that. Maybe he just comes in over the walls every day to work. Alternatively, he's like a hobo and he just kind of lives there. Either way. I got a couple extra reflex suits, actually. You can see I have 4 of them. So, just in case we do encounter the great wall of ooze shit, might as well kill this. I'm not actually level 10 yet, which, again, we do need that to beat the game. Level 10, I believe, comes at 9,000 experience, so... No robes, not a wizard. True. So the benefits of leveling up in this game are 0, actually. If you were curious what leveling up did, it does nothing. Yeah. As far as I recall, I could be wrong, but as far as I recall, leveling up, the only thing it does is increase the number of enemies that spawn in the overworld, which of course is a bad thing, as overworld enemies are shit and you don't really want to fight them. So we have to kill a Balron, then, oh, Dead Warriors Fight, that's a cool name for a dungeon. Then we have to go ahead and talk to all the kings that we've completed the quests for, turn them in, get the gems, get our shuttle, go into space, become a space ace, and then come back down, break a princess out of jail, get her blessing and the keys to the TARDIS, and then hop in the TARDIS and complete the game. Well, after killing Mondane, of course, and destroying his gem of immortality. Infernus! Hi. Good times. Oh, chest. No thanks. Oh, it's a lizard man. I might even need to spend money here on health. Right now, I currently have 6,227 hit points. We do need close to like 9,000 to be the final boss. And that's a lich right there. Okay. Okay, so level 9 is where you can start finding the Balron. I don't think you can find them on level 8. I'm going to ready my spell while we're safe here, get our ladder up. Okay, let's hide in this corner. Oh. Well, shit. Looks like we're going to have to ladder up anyway. Okay, so you can't cheese the Balron quest. Wow, you can, you just have to get lucky to find the right room. Oh shit, gremlins? Yeah, gremlins are hell in this game. I forget what level they start appearing on, but gremlins steal your food. Which again, you reach zero food, you die. So it's kind of like having them steal your health. Oh, nice, okay. Where's the Balrog? Okay, we're being attacked by Zorn. That's what a Zorn looks like, if you're curious. Invisible Seeker. Zorn. Okay. Hello? Okay, Zorn is doing a shitload of damage. Wow, man, they did like 200 some a shot. Balron? Hello? No one wants to tell me I can't pass? No? Oh, shit. Well, that was just a regular demon. Again, these guys don't mess around. I don't know where it is. It's invisible. Okay, we killed it. Gotta love something called an invisible seeker. That was just a regular demon. Balron? Alright. I guess we do ladder cheese then. There he is. That's what a Balron looks like, in case you're curious. Oh, there's two of them, of course. Let's just ascendo the shit out of this. Goodbye. And we're never gonna need to go in a dungeon ever again, unless I need more hit points. Hey, yes, it's me, what's up, dude? I love just yelling ascendo and flying upstairs. Okay, cool. Well, we gained most of our life points back. And we're level 10. As you can see, when you reach the very bottom of the dungeon, you level up insanely fast. Therefore, you get a lot of hit points back, get a good amount of coin, etc., etc., etc. But, you know, it comes with a price. And that price is potentially dying if you don't have a billion stamina and enough strength and dexterity to ensure you hit, and a blaster, and you know what I mean. Essentially, you have to abuse the fact that signs recharge. If you don't, you're just screwed. I don't think there's any other way to beat this game. Oh fuck! No, I walked into the dragon turtle. All right. So we're looking for a castle because we have to go to each of the lands and talk to the guy and be like, "Hey, I did your quest," and I completely forget where the castles were here. There's one. I don't think this is the quest one, though. I mean, each castle will give you a quest, but I think this is the one that wanted me to talk to a signpost, as opposed to kill a Balron or something. 1 billion stamina. No, just 99. Service? It's already on a quest. We could buy some health off him, sure. I'll offer you pence, I'll offer you 1,000 pence. Yeah, nice. The problem is, we could break the princess out now, but she won't give me anything good. Well, that's not true. So, rescuing the princess will give you a bunch of money, and I think she gives you hit points.
Probably not enough to get back what you lost for killing the guards, because the guards are really nasty in this game. Oh, was that a castle? Okay. Um, however, um, once you become a space ace, then she'll give you the things you actually need to beat the game, like the keys to the TARDIS. And this is one thing, like, I just like to imagine that Richard Garriott ran some, like, crazy D&D games. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if he did. Maybe he was just a part of them. Maybe he wasn't even the DM. But I like to believe that he was a part of some crazy D&D games, and some of that came in. Ah, Bakata, thou hast completed thy quest. For this I shall tell thee that the time machine must be used in order to win. Thanks! How do I get a time machine? Oh yeah, I gotta break a princess out of jail. Maybe if you didn't have a princess in jail, I could kill Mondane and therefore win the game. That'd be cool. No. Sorry, that wouldn't be cool, would it? Okay, those hidden archers. Holy good god damn. So Mondane himself is not like a crazy hard fight. As far as I recall. Again, I'm used to the Apple II version of the game. This is the PC engine. However, what is hard is when you kill the gem. I forget what that one is. Shit. But in order for you to break the gem of immortality, you have to like crush it, and that like shits on your health. I don't remember how much it does, but I remember dying with 5,000 hit points when I was younger. Maybe things are different now. You know? Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know. Alright. Come on. Where's the castle here? Not here. So again, the shitty thing about being a higher level is more enemies do spawn in the overworld, so we are going to be chased, and that's super not fun. But it's alright. Even if we don't get to play the other Ultima games, we just jump straight into like Ultima 7, which may be something we have to do if I find I have, no time because my work schedule is getting really crazy. And my days off now, I usually just get one day off a week. And normally I use that as my chore day. I do all my chores. But recently it's been I do all my chores, and then it's also a day that Kaylin's got off and I haven't seen her all week. So we try and do some stuff. Unfortunately, it's going to turn into all of that, and we do have to get back into the housing market because the houses are hopefully going to be dropping now that summer's over. And the housing market is really, really bad right now, so we're hoping to get a bit of a head start there. Ah, Bakata, thou hast completed thy quest. For this I shall tell thee, the princess will help a space ace through time. Gives me a blue gem. Yeah, thanks. It's really helpful information. Alright. So I think we just got to talk to Shamino, and we are done. But anyway, yeah. So unfortunately, like, obviously searching for a house is a very time-consuming thing, so we're probably going to be spending... Kaylin never works Mondays, so I'm going to be asking my... the new kitchen GM we have coming in, the new kitchen manager, sorry, to book me off and like never have me work Mondays unless it's like, an emergency. And the unfortunate part of that is then my only day off is now 1,000 times busier because I have to be looking for houses on it and then do chores and then, maybe try and have a little bit of time together, which really isn't going to happen. But, what can you do? I mean, end of the day, it's worth it, but it's just a little rough. We got to re-meet with our banks because obviously our job situations have changed. And Kaylin's on commission now, so she may not be able to count her income for our mortgage, which could be sad days. We'll see, though. Things might work out. Hey, White Dragon, did you give me the quest? No, I didn't think so. I was pretty sure it was Shamino. This is a guy who wants me to go to one of the signposts. I believe it was the charisma one. Ah, here we go. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, life's a bit nuts. Hey, Metallic, how you doing, man? We're almost to the best part of this game. My favorite part. Ah, Bakata, thou hast completed thy quest. For this I shall tell thee to take 9 items from my storerooms, but only 9. Thanks, Shamino, you're a good guy. I don't need any items from your storeroom. Might as well, though, I guess, eh? Forget how to do it. Oh, nice, your parents are selling their house? That's awesome. Sadly, here in Canada, especially in the city I live in, which is Hamilton, the job market's garbage. I mean, Canada has like zero economy at the moment. But worse than that is, unfortunately, we like the housing market is really, really, really bad because Toronto is like the big bad city of Ontario. So everyone wants to live in Toronto. And right now Canada has like extremely lax immigration laws. And not just immigration, but we have a lot of ways for to help, foreign people come in and like help set them up a little bit. Which is nice because there are a lot of people who live in, worse off countries than we are. Totally agree with that, and I totally agree with that, and I think it's great. Especially we have a lot of stuff for students as well. If you're like a student from another country and you had good grades there, we have a lot of stuff to help you. And their stream keeps lagging out. In what way? But like their country will help them as well. But the unfortunate part about that is Toronto's our big mega city, and so everybody gets like wants to live in Toronto, but you can't live in Toronto because there's no housing anymore. So everyone's trying to move to my city now because it's close and they're building a train between the two. So yeah, I'm kind of fucked because all these people from other countries are just coming and buying houses, so the housing market is like way jacked up in price. And hey, Frost Cookies! Oh, I'm glad you're here for the best part of this game, actually. But yes, my first console was the Atari 2600. But my first big gaming experience was the Apple II. I loved my Apple II. Played so many games on it. It wasn't mine, of course, it was my dad's. But he didn't really use it. So, yeah, no, I love the Apple II. And Ultima was one of the first games I played on it. Ultima 3 being my major time sink, although I've beat Apple. I've beat Apple. I beat Ultima 1 and 2 when I was a kid. Never beat Ultima 3. Like never. I've been to the final dungeon, but I never managed to beat it as a kid. It's really rough. So that'll be something fun to do. But anyway, here is where the game is going to shit the bed and everyone's going to freak out. Let's board our shuttle. Yep. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Yeah, welcome to Ultima. This is the part that nobody expects. Certainly I fucking don't. So yeah, you use fuel doing like everything. The annoying thing is accelerating or decelerating uses fuel. That's it. So it costs me no fuel to travel across the entire screen, but if I want to slow down, yeah. So anyway, welcome to Ultima. If your docks are not pixel perfect, you die. Jesus shit. Like actually you die though? Alright. So now we have to choose which ship we want. The one on the left here... Which one am I now? Ooh, okay, I'm this one. This is the fighter ship. That's fine. That'll be good. Hyper jump can only be made from front view. Oh, shit. So the controls completely change when you get the space view. So if you didn't have your manual at the time, you were F'd. Thankfully, I have mine. So we need to go into first person view, which is V. Welcome, everyone, to Ultima. Yeah, this is my favorite part about Ultima 1. Hyper jump time. So we gotta become a space ace. What does a space ace mean? It means we gotta kill 20 spaceships. Make Lord British proud. Then we gotta remember how to get back. Oh, shit, there's one right there. Is it F for fire? Oh, shit, I missed. Oh, get back here! Gotcha. Come on. So every time I tap the button here... no, I'm not gonna get this guy. There's no... yeah. So anytime I tap the button to change... oh, shit. To change direction, fuck. No, that one's a lost cause. It costs me fuel. I don't think I can get this one either. No, it's too close to the bottom of the screen. Too close. If they get anywhere near the edges, they just disappear. This guy, maybe? Come on. Yes. No, they're not TIE fighters. They're lie fighters. Oh, God. Get it. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Every time you fire, it costs you fuel, too. Which, bad news bears. Come on. Oh, I got it. So this is why you need a lot of money, because once you come to space, refilling your fuel, you can refill your fuel to full for 500 coins. Why and who accepts this currency and why there's space stations and everything, I don't know. Oh, give this to... oh shit, you little bastard game. So yeah, welcome to Ultima. This is my... like, I love this part of Ultima, because it's the part that nobody remembers or knows about. Oh shit, I don't think I killed that one. TIE fighters? Oh, you bud. So what'd you guys get up to today? We watched Suicide Squad, actually, in theaters. And we came home and we saw Perfect Blue, and we did a million chores, and shit, that one, okay, got it. It's pretty good. This should be green and yellow, yeah, the lasers, yeah, that'd be cool. So again, we have to kill 20 of these to become a space ace. So the princess will kiss us and give us a key to a TARDIS. Oh boy. Come on, guys. If somebody could just come anywhere near not the edge of the screen, I would love it. There's no way I have time to react to that, you know? Come on. No, no, not gonna be able to shoot that one. Yeah, Thai curries are actually kind of gross. I've had a couple that were okay. Obviously, this is a personal opinion. But I find them way too sweet. And another unfortunate part of it, I can't eat a lot of them because they use peanut oil so heavily in like all their cooking. But Indian curries, I love. They're nice, they're spicy, they're like thick. And they've got really good taste to them. Again, my opinion. Some people are gonna like sweet stuff, so they'll enjoy a Thai curry. But not for me. Suicide Squad good? Oh, I think it was terrible. It's one of the worst movies I've seen this year. Personal opinion. Where are we at? Okay, we've entered a new system now. Okay, Ty's here. Alright, let's hyperdrive out of here. Okay, I don't think you can say that. I don't think you can say, like, oh, they didn't intend to make this movie good. Of course they did. The movie was meant to be good. It was really poorly edited. I don't know why that happened. It definitely feels like they had, like, 7 different editors, though. Like that. Shit, there's no way I got this guy. So that was a major detractor from it, but oh well. Oh, I totally could have got that guy. No, I can't. And like, look at this. They like spawn on the edge of the screen and then they just run away. And you're like, well, there's no way I have a chance in hell. Ooh. Oh, come on, that was a hit. Give me that game. Nice. Yeah, Indian curries are like not always, but when you get like a nice, I prefer the red curries. When you get a nice like chicken curry or something. Oh my goodness. There we go. You like Harley Quinn? Yeah, actually, I think I forget the actress's name, Margaret or Margot or something. She did a very, very good job though. Most of the other actors though were, you know, all right. El Diablo, I think he was very well cast. So here's the fun part, guys. If we can't find our way back to a space station, we die. Just how that goes. Because we'll run out of fuel. Guess what happens when we die? You betcha. Yeah. We don't really need coins after this point, except to buy health. That's gonna be a thing. How are we looking here? Any enemies? Not really. Alright, we're gonna try and find the space station again. Space flight puts the Kilrathi incursion in a later Ultima into perspective. That's what I love. I love this part of Ultima 1, and then in Ultima 7, when you find the Kilrathi spaceship in the farmer's yard, and you're like, oh, is that, like, you know what I mean? I mean, obviously, this is just like Richard Garriott having a little bit of fun. Oh, shit. Like, he just got to the edge and disappeared. I don't think I can get him, boys. No. Yeah, if you could not spawn there, that'd be alright with me. There's no way I get that one either. No way I get that. This guy may... Oh, nice, he went up. Got a chance. So I have no way of counting how many we've killed, but if I kill 20, it will give me a pop-up. Yeah, our fuel's getting low. Come on. Come on! How is that not a hit? Alright. Yeah, let's worry about the fuel situation. Alright, I think we're fucked. Hang on. Hang on. We do have a save before we win here. I don't think there's any map for space. There is a map, but I don't think there's any way for me to view it. Maybe in form. Oh, there is! Okay, the plus is a space station. And the H are TIE fighters. That's sick. So, hyperdrive, please. Or just come out with a Swedish fish flavored cream filling. Yeah, I saw that. That's interesting. I forget how much hyperjumping takes, like 200 fuel or something, 250. Survey says 100. That's doable. Oh, nice. Nice. Alright. So again, this is the interesting part, is trying the... Oh, jeez. No. Oh god, how do we land this, boys? Alright, stop our momentum in that direction. There we go. Nice. Easy does it. Almost out of fuel. Stop. I think this is off. Stop. There we go. Choose thy ship. Let's go for the top one. So we got less shields. We got a fuckload of fuel. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Okay, so inform. So we want to be going left. Yeah, that'll be fine. Get me out of here. Now, Frost Cookies, you're a little older. Have you seen Perfect Blue? It's pretty good. I've seen a lot of Satoshi Kon, and wasn't my favorite one of his movies. Kalen, what the fuck? Weren't we going left? How did we appear up and to the right? That is some tricky hacks. Oh, I see. Because that's how we were flying through space. Right. That is really cool. I did not know you could do it that way. Well, that makes this easy then. But yeah. You don't think you've seen it? It's pretty good. I don't know. Watching it, it's like... Caitlin really enjoys it. She's seen it twice now. It was my first time watching it, and I came into it after seeing like one of my favorite things he's done, which is Paranoia Agent, and I was like, wait a minute, like I don't know, like I feel like Paranoia Agent is like just a refined version of Perfect Blue after having seen Perfect Blue, which is kind of, you know, not fair to say, I guess, because, you know, it's a lot newer, but what can you do? I also prefer Tokyo Godfathers as far as like movies go from him. So this is Ultima. Oh, come on, give me this one. Stop spawning them on the, like, literal edge of the screen. Yeah. There's no way I get 20. Oh, okay, yeah, it's too late to get that one. It's like, if you go for one on the other side, you're screwed. I don't even have a chance for that. I'm not going to try for it. Maybe? Like, if he wasn't going so damn fast. No. Couldn't get him. Come on. This reminds me of an old Atari 2600 game. Where you go around through space and, like, dock up at things. Come on. Oh, shit. There we go. The game gave that to me, and I appreciate it. I really needed it. No! No! Oh, yeah. Speaking of, like, newer TV shows and stuff, though, I've been watching a Netflix film. Literally the only thing I've touched from Netflix ever is this one we're watching right now, which is known as BoJack Horseman. I really like it, actually. I don't know, I find most comedic cartoons, like adult comedic cartoons, if you will, are pretty bad. I enjoyed, like, when I was younger, a little bit of Aqua Team Hunger Force. I never really had cable, though, so I never really watched TV much as a kid, so I guess that probably explains some of it. But yeah, Aqua Team Hunger Force had some alright stuff, but aside from that, outside of, like, some anime is, like, pretty good for comedy, but a lot of sort of more Western adult comedy shows take, like, very similar formulas. I understand South Park is good. I'm not a major fan of it. It's sort of like more of a shock show, right? South Park. It sort of like shocks you with its comedy. And that's alright. I just don't find it that funny. Didn't really mean the hyper jump here, but oh well. But yeah, BoJack Horseman's really good because it's a little bit of that, like, random adult comedy, but it's a lot more like, it's very serious and depressing, and I like that. I don't always like depressing stuff. Sometimes I get a little bit too depressed if I watch them, but I appreciate the fact that it can do that and still be funny, and maybe that's what makes it so funny, is you have that sort of dichotomy. But I love the fact that it's like a cartoon show where the characters um, not necessarily have more depth than other shows, because you could definitely argue some shows have very in-depth characters, but where like their choices impact the narrative. As in most shows, especially sort of adult sketch comedy, each episode is like its own thing. They don't really correlate. You might get like a double episode or something like that. But in this one, it's like each episode is going into the next chapter of a narrative. And so things that happen, you're like, oh god, this is gonna like impact the story, and I'm really curious to see how, you know? So I like that. I like Rick and Morty to an extent too. I think it's actually pretty funny. I haven't watched I guess I watched a bit of it, yeah, I'll say. But I don't like sit down and watch it. It'll be something I just like, oh, it's like 3 a.m. I'll throw on an episode or something. But it's pretty good. Oh my gosh, I can't believe like just how much we gotta shoot stuff. I've got to be getting close to 20, right? Anyway, after we do this, we crash, well, we land back on Earth. Now here's the fun part too. You need the shuttle to land back on Earth. Right now we're in a freighter. The other ship was the fighter. Only the shuttle has the ability to land on Earth. So if you forget where you parked it, you're screwed. So I always park mine right away in the first system, which you saw me do. Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, yes. Right there. Right in the middle. So it appears you actually have to hit like 1 pixel above where the cockpit should be on a tie. I seem to be having the most success with that. Yeah, it was a little annoying. So we saw Suicide Squad in this like awesome little theater. Actually, we just found downtown. It's in the mall, and I don't know. It's like I watched it and I was like, wow, I have like a lot to say about this. I was gonna do like I want to get back in the movie reviews. I used to do them as a kid all the time. I used like especially like in high school, that was like my big moment. I did so many movie reviews. I used to publish them online, stuff like that, and it was good times. And I wanted to get back into it. And shit, I was thinking I was gonna make my first. Like I thought pretty hard about what I was gonna make my first like review, and I was like, you know what? Let's do Ed Wood. Right, Ed Wood's a movie I love. It doesn't get enough acknowledgement, I don't think. And it's something I think like a lot of people would enjoy if they sat down and watched it, especially now that people are a lot more progressive, because it is a bit of a for the time it was a little too forward, I guess. It's got some out there ideas, let's just say. Was there really just the one here, or did oh fuck. But so I was thinking about that, but then you know, I watched Suicide Squad and I was like, oh man, I kind of want to talk about Suicide Squad. Because I have a lot of things I want to say, because it was a weird experience. So I've got all these things fresh in my mind and I wanted to write it down, but of course we were busy. When we got home, we started doing laundry and stuff like that. And then Caitlin was like, oh, let's watch Perfect Blue. You said you'd watch it with me sometime. And I was like, alright, yeah, let's do that. But then I was like, nice, we are a space ace now. And I was like, oh, well now I'm like, oh shit, I gotta kill all these guys to get out of here. The problem is Satoshi Kon movies are really good, but unfortunately they're really good and they have a lot going on. It's sort of like watching, like have you ever seen the movie The Holy Mountain? It was like, it's kind of like that, like, I mean, that might be giving him a little too much credit. Satoshi Kon's a great director, mind you. But it's like you watch his films and there's so much going on in the background and like so much going on in the story, you're just like, shit. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, you have to pay so much attention, it takes so much in. And so I've kind of flushed a lot of my head of Suicide Squad. I tried to jot some stuff down, but... yeah, Suicide Squad was, it's an interesting movie. It's bad. I don't think I don't know. Unless you're the most hardcore DC fan, and even if you are, I feel like you should say the movie's bad because I mean they fucked up some of your characters. Uh, you know, that's that in my opinion. Anyway, it's weird in the fact that it just doesn't sit right. They made again the editing's all over the place. The first half of the movie is just like chopped up shit. Um, you can see where they took a lot of inspiration from other movies that they kind of wanted to do, but it just didn't end up working for them. It's just weird. Yep, stop that. Thank you. I don't know. On top of that, like there wasn't anything like super enjoyable about it. Like, I think one of the worst things. I don't know. Honestly, I've got like 30 minutes of shit to say about the movie, and it feels a disservice to do it like this. But one of my major complaints with the film is just when you make a movie, never have a lot of major characters. Okay, now it's fine to have a lot of characters, but you should really stick to a smaller number. Number one, this cuts down on your length of the movie, which is important. When you make a long movie, it's more boring. You can't keep up the pacing. It's very hard to do. And the thing is, they had so many fucking characters that didn't matter, but were supposed to be important. And then they had characters, and they tried to give everybody backstory, and it took up like half the movie. But then they didn't give any of them great backstories because there were so many of them. Like, do you know what I mean? It was just like, why? Why not just have, when I first saw Croc, I was like, what is Croc doing in this movie? Was his actor bad? No, not really. But the thing is, if you can't do CGI well, don't do it. And I'm not saying the movie had bad CGI, but I'm saying it's very hard to pull off good character CGI. And Croc was not good character CGI. Now, if this was the Fantastic Four, the Thing is going to look like shit. Nothing you do to the Thing will make him look less like shit. That's a fact. However, you have to have the Thing, right? Because he's sort of one of the main components of the Fantastic Four. Croc, not so much. You got like 1,000 other characters to choose from. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I just felt like they could have done without him. And he just didn't really add anything to the film. But oh well, that's what it is. Yeah, they need a few prior movies to develop the characters, but even then, it's like they have too much. It was too cluttered, you know? Here's the thing. I've actually made the same argument for the Avengers. The Avengers is a big movie, but if you drop Black Widow and Hawkeye out of it, have you really changed anything? I can't remember if you... Oh, shit. You can't save in space, by the way. You have to one-shot this. Let me just check if it's like how you land on Earth. Is there a button for that? It's not enter, eh? Alright, just try and go over Earth. Oh, shit. Okay, careful. Oh, that's safely landed. Thank feck. Yeah, I will exit, thanks. And... save. Oof. But you know what I mean? In Suicide Squad, if you took it down to just dead shot, you know, maybe like Harley Quinn, which I don't know. Harley Quinn was a really good actor, so I want to have her in. Margot something, I think her name is. But it's like, it doesn't make sense for her to be in the Suicide Squad. Do you know what I mean? I don't think so. Because she doesn't do anything. She doesn't have any superhuman powers, whatever. But anyway, say you take him, you take El Diablo, he had a very interesting story. Take Harley Quinn, and then you throw in maybe Boomerang. He's another fairly solid comic relief character. You know, and he had some interesting abilities. You now chopped it down to 4 out of 8. Would have been a lot more interesting, I think. Um, when watching it, actually, one of the first things that, I was saying the Kalen in the theater, when there's this scene where they're the sort of Aztec god machine thing starts fucking up a subway. And when I saw that, and it's like fighting and it's smashing stuff and it breaks down, I said to Kaylin, I'm like, you know what? This would have made a really good Hellboy 3. Because, like, an Enchantress is a pretty cool character. Her brother was sort of interesting, but actually had no plot. But if you just boiled it down, just threw it in, called it Hellboy 3, I would have watched it. Oh, sorry, I'm not offering you service. I will buy, though, hit points off you, thanks. Because here's the dealio, right? As we walk around here, you'll notice the Jester say, I have the key. Yeah, so we have to murder the Jester. Yeah, right there. To get the key. Yeah, we're the good guy here. We have to murder the Jester to get the key to break the princess out of prison so she'll give us access to her time TARDIS. Anyway. You killed the Jester, thou hast found a key. I hope I can kill this guard, by the way. They are insanely overpowered. So far, we're dodging all the attacks. Okay, one guard dead. We're going to lure them in one by one. It's the only way you have any chance in hell. My other issue, too, is they spent, like, a lot of money, time, and effort sort of selling us on the Joker. And that the Joker was going to be, like, this major thing. He's in the movie for, like, 10 minutes. Which, unfortunately, I don't actually really like DC. I don't think it's bad, but I'm not, like, a big fan. But the Joker is one of my favorite villains of all time. I think he's quite interesting. He's fairly, deep. Sometimes. And, I just think the Batman Joker dynamic is pretty cool. And I was really interested to see how Jared Leto, or Leto, whichever you want to pronounce it as, how his Joker was, and I never got the opportunity. Hi. So unlock, yeah. Hey, rescuing the princess feels pretty good. But oh well, Also, just a lot of terrible editing. And one of the other things I want to complain about is the lighting of the movie. Like, why was everything so dark? Do you know what I mean? Like, they're outside in the desert, and then it's, like pitch black. And I'm like, oh. I don't know. Thou hast saved the Princess Lori. She giveth thee 500 hit points, pence, and experience points. She informs thee that thou art ready. Oh, I didn't read it! But anyway, she said I can... do I have all the gems? 1, 2, 3. Ah, good. She did give me the time machine, yes. You guys ready to TARDIS out of here? Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of bad Jokers out there. But, I mean, Mark Hamill. there are some good ones, though. I like it when somebody does a character their own way. For example, Jack Nicholson, I think, was a good Joker. Mark Hamill, I think, was a good Joker. The old Adam West Batman, that was a good Joker. The Joker from Dark Knight, I haven't seen. I've heard a lot of people say Heath Ledger did a good job, but I haven't seen it. And there's a couple of the cartoon Jokers that were like... Again, I haven't watched a lot of the cartoons. The only Batman cartoon I've actually spent some time watching is Batman the Brave and the Bold because it's a musical and it was fun. But, there's been a couple Jokers I've seen in the cartoons that I've been like, all right, I sort of like the spin that's being put on this, Certainly in the comics, I enjoy the Joker a little bit more when he's like a mafia type guy, But... It all depends. It all depends how well he's done. Mark Hamill, I think, is the definitive one. Have you not seen Heath as Joker? I don't know. I've never watched the Christopher Nolan Batmans. Probably because I don't think Christopher Nolan movies are any good. But I should probably try it at some point, right? I don't remember how to use the time machine, guys. We might, well, we gotta figure that out. How do I use the time machine? Cast a spell? No, I wouldn't imagine. Board. Maybe I board it? Nothing to board. Huh. Um... Hmm. Maybe I ready. Maybe it's a spell. No, it's not. Ready armor. No. Ready weapon. No. Oh yeah, no, I definitely need to at some point. Like I know that. I just haven't got around to it. How do I use my time machine? I've got my gems. I've got my time machine. Um, do I have to talk to Lord British or something, maybe? You know what, guys? I'm gonna tab real quick and just double check this one. Sorry. Gonna Google it. So let's see. Time travel. Oh, apparently, actually, in that pop-up text, she said it'll be to our northwest, or maybe that's just wherever this guy did the princess quest. Either way, let's head north and west and go look for the damn thing, shall we? Yeah, let's go around the continent. Now, as I recall, as a child, we're looking for a TARDIS, like actually a TARDIS. Could be wrong though. Oh, this is annoying here. Alright. We'll hop out and go look on foot. Just really hoping we wouldn't have to, but... It'd be nice if I could make that pop-up happen again. But oh well. Well, it's not here. No, maybe it was just this guy's game. I just googled, like, Ultima 1 time machine. So it could have just been some guy doing a walkthrough. Of, like, a specific route. I wonder where it is, then. Alright, well, we got money to burn. Hang on. Let's go buy an air car. It'll be a faster way to get around. Get out of the way, nerd. You sell air cars here? Awesome, thanks. So air cars are just land speeders. Like, actually. Oh, there it is. Hey, nice. Well, that was easy enough. You ready, guys? Let's go destroy the Gem of Immortality, kill Mundane, and save the world. Forever, probably. Yes, enter. Board? Board the time machine. Entering the craft, thou doth remark upon 4 holes marked RGBW. Proper gems fit in each hole. Further examination leads thee to 2 discoveries. There's a button marked launch, and thou art locked in, with nothing to do but press it. As soon as thou hast pressed the large black button, lights begin to dance across the control screen. It's kind of like how a TARDIS sounds. Generators shake the very floor beneath thy feet. The small craft begins to tremble and rattle as thy journey through time begins. Tell me if you remember this here as well, Frostcook. He's pretty sick. After but a few moments, thou dost feel a strong magic pulling thee from thy craft. A moment later, thou art face to face with the evil Mundane himself. Good luck, this is it. Alright, this is Mundane. As you can tell, he's kind of a puss. I forget what button you use to break the gem. But there is a specific button. You can't kill him unless you do it. I don't think you just attack it. Oh, there we go. No. I didn't crush it. I took a shitload of damage, though. Well, that's awkward. Alright, what is the button to break gem? I know there's a very specific button, and if you don't push it, yeah, you take a shitload of damage for it. Oh, that's another fun thing, too, actually. Do it this way. Another fun thing is if you touch any of the walls here, I believe they're like lava or something, they do shitloads of damage. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, never mind. We have to kill him first. Fair enough. Yeah, don't use psionic shot me, mister. Right, yeah, stop that. Stop! It's like Evangelion or something. Okay, now he's a bat. What was that thing? There's random explosions all around. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, the yes. We got the gem. Yeah, see, look, 6,261 damage. The gem is destroyed. Oh, we're gonna hide, Mondaine. You're no longer immortal. How's that feel? How does it feel? Boom. Oh, gosh. This is actually how the fight in Ultima 2 goes. If you're wondering what the end boss of that's like, it's just cat and mouse, and it sucks. It really sucks. This guy. Run, Mondaine! 2 circles till he runs out of food. Yeah, actually, I don't think you, lose food once you get here. There we go. We found the cheese. Oh, shit. Oh, no. We lost the cheese. Get up. No. Stay in your corner. No. No. Back in your corner. What did I say? Stay in your corner, mister. Get shot to death with my blaster gun. Oh god, I had a heart attack. Actually, I just thought... Never mind. Yeah? Yeah? Is this how it has to be, Mondaine? What the fuck? How did I miss that much? I don't know. Think you're good? Jeez. Whoa, that was a little close. No thanks. I've almost got his AI pattern down. I think I'm figuring it out. No. Just of course second I say that. I don't think I can leave like this. I think I do have to like kill him more. There we go. Thou art victorious! Cool. That's how you win in Ultima. A rain of silver lightning heralds the death of Mondaine. Fleeting glimpses of fates avoided rush through the mind of thy mind as the arcane power of the mage's dying screams echo in thy ears. 1,000 years pass in but a moment's time. Strange sleep overcomes thee. Upon awakening, thou dost find new surroundings. A stately youth in violet robes helps thee to thy feet, whereupon thus thou see thousands who gaze upon thee in adoration. Thy selfless heroism hath saved our people, my worthy one. Should our gratitude alone not be enough to sustain thee, I know that I, Lord British, hereby ordain thee that the entire realm of Cesaria be at thy service for all time hence. So let it be done. Oh, I was afraid it was going to like just auto quit like some of the other cutscenes, but oh, well, don't press control, delete the restart, of course, because that's bad. So anyway, that is Ultima 1. Finished, took us about, 3.5 hours. Not my best. I have beat it in 2 before, but oh well. We also had bad luck in the beginning. No, I had a little bit of a heart attack because you might have killed Mondaine, but Cool Whip is still alive. Fun fact. So Ultima 2, you actually require a specific weapon to kill the final boss, and I thought we were going to have to do that here. I was just like, oh god, please no. So, Ultima 2, the story is Amandine had a girlfriend, and she's really, really pissed that you killed him, or that people in general did. So she, like, whoop-de-doops, decides to destroy the world. So you have to stop her, and you go back and forth through time to do it. That's Ultima 2. Ultima 3 is, oh, so you know how you killed Mondane? Yeah. And you killed his girlfriend? Yeah. Well, he had a baby. Oh, yeah, it's actually a demon. And you gotta go kill that. So it's like, like, so after killing Mondane and killing his girlfriend, wouldn't you have been like, is there any more next of kin? I would have. I would have, like, yeah. Well, guess what? It doesn't get better from there. Then we have Ultima 4, has nothing to do with Mondane. Then Ultima 5 has everything to do with Mondane again. So essentially, when we shatter the Gem of Immortality, there are many little shards left. I think 8 shards. I want to say 8 shards. Either way, there's these large chunks of this gem, and we just left it there, much like in the End of Time Bandits. If you've seen that, the object of pure evil. It's just sort of sitting there, and we just left them. And because they're so evil and cursed by Mondane's evil power and the deaths of these, yeah, they just become evil demon things. But that's another story for another time. And Ultima 5 is probably one we will be playing. Whether we play 2 and 3, I'm not sure. They do take me a little bit longer to beat. Like 2 days each, probably. But that is what that is. Ultima 4, though, you really do have to play. And I apologize, everyone. You're probably used to the black screen by now. If this was my computer, I would have a picture. Yeah, I'll go grab one real quick, just so we're not like a total boring flat black coloring burning some of your retinas. Let's find here. That's a picture. Anyway, but yeah, so Ultima 4 is the first most important Ultima game. I wanted to play Ultima 1 because it's the one I played a lot as a child, but also because it's the craziest one. Ultima 1 is the acid trip of the Ultima games. It starts out just a boring, go through dungeons, kill the bad, and ends up going through space and then time in a literal TARDIS and shooting TIE fighters and murdering a sorcerer and smashing his immortal gem. And it's pretty fun and it's awesome. And Mondane is not a recurring villain, but his legacy lives on throughout the games up until about Ultima 5, and then it sort of stops from there. However, the other thing is Ultima 4 is the first one that, if you're getting into the series, you need to play. You can play Ultima 4, skip 5 if you want, skip 6, and then play 7. That's fine. I would recommend play 4 and 5 and then 7. 6 is a wonderful game with a very, very good story, but ultimately it's got just the worst UI in the world, and it takes very long to beat. So, highly recommend skipping that. You can come back to it at a later date if you feel like it. And Ultima 8, I think, is a very good game as well. It's got issues, but it's a very, very, very good game. But Ultima 4 is the Quest of the Avatar, and that is you're essentially Lord British at this point. Goes from being a king to, I think at the end of Ultima 3, he renames, he shifts actually all the continents around as well, but the land of Caesarea, he renames Land of Britannia. So Britannia becomes the main world. King British is the king of the entire world now. And he sort of looks to you to become the Christ figure for his religion. And he doesn't have a religion yet, but he's trying to sort of unify the people. And his idea is like this: if we create a unified religion that is sort of based on trust and based on 8 core principles. I believe it's 8. Let's see if I can remember off the top of my head. Oh, am I a good avatar or not? Truth, justice, compassion, humility. Um, I want to say charity, but that also could be humility. I'll say charity. Truth, justice. On. No, that's truth. Fuck, I don't know the rest. Sorry. Maybe there's only 5. Truth, justice. On. No, I think there's 8. But anyway, it's sort of based on these principles, and the idea is he dedicated like a town to like each town. Well, there's like a major town for each of these sort of ideas, and it's a pretty interesting idea. The idea of not having like a religion per se based with like a god and following their commandments, but so much of a don't be a douche and sort of generally follow a series of ideas as opposed to a set of rules, and it's very cool. But the big thing Ultima 4 does is, again, you're sort of sent out to become the Christ figure of this religion. So he's already set the stones in place. He's sort of got these different cities, like Scarabray, I believe, is truth. I believe Scarabray is the city of truth, for example. And so everyone there tells the truth. You know, to live in Scarabray, you pretty much have to be the most honest motherfucker on the planet. Now, you don't have to be, and they don't 100% police it, but it's sort of one of those things. And the idea is you are to quest out to all these great holy sites and to all the cities as well, and like campaign to become this avatar, this personification of all that is considered good in this new religion. And it's really fascinating. And it's probably the most boring Ultima to play, actually. But it's the most important one, because the idea is for the rest of the series, you play as the avatar. The avatar is this man who essentially use what's known as a moon gate, which are these. You have this orb of the moons, and it's this black obsidian stone, and it opens up these moon gates. And you live in Earth, like real people Earth, and then you go to Britannia, and Lord British is also from Earth, but you don't find that out until later Ultima. And so you go there, and you become this avatar, and you're the recurring character for the next games. And for every other game after 4, you are seen as a hero. You're seen as a legend. I mean, again, you're their Christ figure. You're seen as like, this is the greatest guy in the world. And it's very important to play 4 so you understand what you've done and what you're supposed to represent. Because in Ultima 7, which is where a lot of people started because it was the pretty Ultima. Now, not a lot of Ultima fans, mind you, but a lot of like the newer people to get into Ultima back in the day. They started with 7, and you can run around and steal everything, and nobody gives a shit. You know, sometimes a guard will come by and like smack you if you're seen, but that's about it. Like, not like hit you, but be like, "Oh, what the fuck? You're a dick." You know, and it's a very weird thing. You just rob the fuck out of everybody. And eventually, you know, eventually you get in trouble for it because the sort of story of Ultima 7 is people are starting to forget about the Avatar. And there's a reason for that, and there's actually another religion springing up. But it's just, if you don't understand who the Avatar is, you don't understand why it's wrong to steal from everybody. Now, it's not to say that you shouldn't, you know, if you need something, take it. But on the other hand, it's like one of those things, like, you're role-playing this champion of all that is good, and or, you know, it'd be like if Jesus just, you know, say you're a Christian, right? Jesus just walks into your living room and just takes your DVDs off the shelf, and you're like, what the fuck? He's like, oh, I wanted to watch these. Are you bringing them back? No. probably sell them when I'm done with them. And you're like, what the fuck, Jesus? You know, it's a very cool. And if you do play 5, Ultima 5, you cannot play without playing 4, in my opinion, because Ultima 5 is the polar opposite of 4. It is the idea that all these ideas that you strive to create and promote become corrupted. Not that everyone, in the land of truth becomes a liar. No, it's just they get taken too far, much like a lot of modern religions or ideas in general, you know what I mean? You can take feminism, for example, you can take any sort of a cause, is there will always be the extremists. And Ultima 5, the extremism becomes mandatory. So the idea in Ultima 5 is, so for example, truth, like justice, compassion, etc. All these principles become enforced. Like Lord British kind of goes Richard the Lionheart, you know what I mean? He goes off, and in his absence, these become like mandatory. It's like, if you lie, we'll cut your fucking tongue out. And you're like, oh. It's like, if you steal, we'll cut your hands off. It's like, no? But, I mean, that's not, is that such a bad thing? Well, yes, but not really. But it is, And so you play as the Avatar trying to fix this, trying to save people, trying to set people right. But ultimately, you're the bad guy. Because now you're the Avatar and you're coming in and you're like, yo, everybody, it's okay to lie. What the fuck did you just say? And you're like, well, it's not okay to lie, but you shouldn't fucking kill people for being honest. Well, we're just cutting their tongues out. Yeah, but, shit, that came out wrong, didn't it? It's, yeah, it's really interesting, but this is why I love Ultima. Ultima is one of the most amazing role-playing experiences you'll ever get in your life. But unfortunately, not the best gameplay. The gameplay is solid, and certainly when you get to, again, Ultima 7, oh my god. Ultima 7 is just a literal perfect game. There are a few things wrong with it. The only one I can think of is the combat, which is just like a shit show of just like slapstick comedy. But yeah, look, if it came out wrong, try for a cleaner cut next time. True enough, Lauren1350. 1350. I think it's a lot easier. So I'll probably just call you Lauren from now on. I've seen you once or twice before in the chat, I think. But for some reason, my brain, just when I see a series of numbers, I like to read it. That tongue takes a little practice to get right, honestly. Well, as long as you're being honest about your cuts, it's all good, man. As a guy who works in a restaurant, nothing pisses people off more than just like, is that an 8 ounce? That doesn't look like an 8 ounce steak. And you're like, ugh. Fuck you. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm probably going to go be right back, guys. I think I'm going to ring Zelphus. I'm going to grab some more water. And we will be streaming more tonight. If we're lucky, actually, Zelphus had some stuff he was hoping to do. Maybe it'll be Zelphus streaming. If not, I'm just going to pop back in Might and Magic, and we're going to have some good old times. So I will see you probably 5-10 minutes, guys. Take it easy.